Alright, Module 2.2, very quick lesson on creating and solving equations. So most of this is just going to be review. We already know how to write algebraic equations. We know all of our keywords. We took extensive notes on them. So just use what you know about writing algebraic expressions to write an equation that represents a real world situation. We've already done some more basic problems like this, and today we're just going to look at more of them. All right, let's get started. So just in case you misplaced your notes, if you need to pause and write all these clue words down, please do so. But you should already have all these in your notes. A couple weeks ago was when we did this. So if need be, just pause it and look at it. But we're not going to spend much time on this because you should already have it. Okay, so here we have our problem. It says, suppose Corey and his friend Walter go to a movie. Each of their tickets cost the same amount, and they share a frozen yogurt that costs $5.50. The total they spent is $19.90. How can you write an equation that describes this situation? So is very important because is tells us that we're working with an equation, and we know that. We wrote this down. Anytime we see the word is, that tells you that a relationship is going to describe an equation. So your first blank spot, the word is tells you that the relationship describes an equation. Okay? Now, if we look at this word problem, we have another key word here, which is total. Okay? And what does total tell us? Well, again, this is one of your key words. Total tells us that we are going to be adding. The operation that we're going to be using is addition. Addition is what we're doing. Okay? What are we adding? Well, first let's talk about what numerical information we already have. Well, we already know that the frozen yogurt costs $5.50. So we know frozen yogurt costs $5.50. Now, that's not it. We have another piece of numerical information here. We know that the total that they spent when we add it all together, the total they spent is $19. The total they spent is $19.90. Now, what is the total? The total, remember, we're adding everything together. So we're adding the frozen yogurt, and there's one more thing we're adding together, and that's our unknown quantity. What don't we know yet? We don't know how much their tickets cost. Okay, so we don't know the cost of each ticket. To see there. But we do know that the cost of each ticket, when added with frozen yogurt, gives you a total of $19.90. Okay, now how can we use this to create an equation? Well, let's move on to the next. So it says Corey and his friend Walter go to a movie. So that right there tells us that we're dealing with two individuals, two people. So how many tickets are we actually buying here? We're buying two. And each of those tickets costs the same amount. So each of the two tickets costs the same amount. Remember, when you see each, that's another one of your keywords that's going to mean multiplication. So what's going on here? Well, we're adding the cost of the tickets. And we discussed this in that last slide. Remember, total is going to mean addition. We're adding the cost of the tickets with the yogurt, and we know that the total is going to be $19.90, and that's given to us up here. The total is going to be $19.90. We know how much the yogurt costs. That's our constant. Okay, and tickets, we know that they bought tickets. That's going to be our variable. I'll put C for the cost of tickets. And we know that each of them costs the same amount. Each means multiplication. And how many tickets did we buy? 2. And that's it. 2C plus 550 equals $19.90. And I challenge you to solve that equation. We're not going to do it right now because we're just focused on writing the algebraic expression. But I challenge you to pause the video and solve the equation, and we'll discuss the answer just to get some extra practice on solving these types of equations, which you've already done. But that's it. You just need to look for those key words. Let's do it. So here we have Aaron and Alice are bowling. Alice's score is twice the difference of Aaron's score and 5. Now this looks familiar. If you remember from a couple weeks ago, this is one of our parenthesis phrases. So twice means multiply by 2, but we're multiplying the entire difference. Let me do that with a different color. The entire difference of Aaron's score and 5. Okay, if we keep reading it, it says the sum of their score is 320. Let's stop right there. I know is going to mean equal, and it's going to equal 320. What's going to equal 320? The sum of their scores. Sum means addition. Okay, and what are we adding? Their scores. So before we get into variables and all that, let's just model this. Let's just figure out what we're adding using just models here. No variables yet. We're adding Aaron's score and Alice's score. Okay, Aaron's score and Alice's score is going to be, and this should be 320, is going to be 320. Okay, now we just need to figure out, well, what goes in Aaron's side, what goes in Alice's side. So let's first do Aaron. Okay. Do we know anything about Aaron's score? No. So when we don't know something, when we don't know the value of something, we use a variable. So for Aaron, I will just use A. And we don't really know much about Alice's score either, but we do know that Alice's score, if we come back over here, is twice the difference of Aaron's score and 5. We know how to write that from 2 weeks ago, from that lesson on writing algebraic expressions. We wrote algebraic expressions that had that same wording. That means 2 times the difference. I forgot to underline this, but difference is going to mean subtraction. I hope you remember that. And what are we subtracting? Aaron's score. Do we know Aaron's score? No, but we do have a variable for Aaron's score. That is A. Okay, so right here where it says Alice, for Aaron's score, I'm going to put A, because it's twice the difference of Aaron's score, A. And what am I subtracting Aaron's score by? 5. Okay, so what is our equation going to look like? Well, for Aaron's score, we're just going to have, and I'll write this in blue, A, right? That's Aaron's score, just A. We don't know anything else about Aaron's score. Okay, for Alice's score, our expression would be 2 times A minus 5. And that we derived from this part of our word problem right here. Okay, 2 times A minus 5. Now, I know you could solve this, and I'm not going to waste your time solving this because I know your time is very valuable. But remember, you would first use distributive property, combine like terms, and solve it. And I want to go ahead and challenge you to solve this problem on your own. Pause the video, challenge, solve this problem on your own. This is what we did last week. Take your time, and we'll discuss the answer when we get to class tomorrow. Let's move on to the last one. So the last problem for this video, it says the moving company, one moving company charges $800 plus $16 per hour. Another moving company charges $720 plus $20 per hour. At what number of hours will the charge by both companies be the same? So this time we don't have is, but we do have the same. And remember, an equation are just two expressions that are the same, that are equal to one another. So the same is going to mean that we're dealing with an equation. We're going to have an equal sign. Well, what goes on either side of the equation? Well, we're trying to figure out when this moving company, right here, is equal to this moving company. So I'll call this moving company A, and I'll call this moving company B. We're trying to figure out when moving company A is equal to moving company B, right? That's what our equation is going to look like. Okay, so first we need to figure out what we're going to write with moving company A, because that's what we're trying to find out. So with moving company A, if we look back at our problem, it says moving company A charges $800 plus $16 per hour. Let me do this in yellow. Plus $16 per hour. So $800 plus, that means addition. We're adding 800 plus what? Well, it's the $16 per hour. Okay? Per is going to mean multiplication. Hour, well, we don't know how many hours yet. We're trying to figure out how many hours both companies would have to work in order for them to charge the same amount, but we don't know that yet. So when we don't know the value of something, we use a variable. So what are we multiplying by 16? Multiplying 16 times h. Okay, and per, that's part of your notes. You need to know that per means multiplication. Okay, and you could use h, t, whatever variable you want. I'm using h because we're talking about hours. That's moving company A. Now what about moving company B? Well, moving company B, it's the same kind of expression, except this time we have $720 plus $21 per hour. $21 per hour would be 21h, right? And we just did that in our previous. And this one I am going to go ahead and solve. So remember our steps to solving these type of equations. First, distribute if necessary. We don't need to distribute. Second, combine like terms on each side of the equation. No like terms to combine. Third, move the variable to the same side. So that's what we're going to do to solve this. We're going to move the variable to the same side here. Okay, and if we do that, we end up with 800 equals 720 minus 5h. Okay, then we would subtract by 720, right? We would end up with 80 equals negative 5h, and then we divide by negative 5. So when will I'm sorry, I messed up here. 21h minus 16h would be positive 5h. This should have been a positive 5h, right? Wouldn't make sense that we had negative hours. I am sorry about that. That's a positive 5h. It's my bad. That's my mistake. And then 80 divided by 5 would be 16. After 16 hours, their cost would be the same. Now, it asks for the charges. What would the cost be? Well, in order to figure out the cost, we'd actually have to plug 16 into one of these two expressions. It doesn't matter which one, and I'm not going to do that part, but you could go ahead and do that and figure out what the charge would actually be. But after 16 hours, we do know that the charge will be the same. Okay, that's what we know. And we'll do more problems like this tomorrow in class, but it's really important, though, that you study up on those key words that we did a couple weeks ago. If you still don't know what some of these words mean mathematically, you need to know that per means multiplication, is means equals, sum, difference, product, quotient, twice, all those words you need to know in order to be able to solve these type of problems. So make sure you review them before class tomorrow. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow.